So how do we increase our love and magnetism to our shaykh?
Your good deeds and good actions, we described that before. Build a relationship with the shaykh. You know, the good deeds that you do and then giving hamburgers is one thing, but you have to have a relationship with the shaykh. The hamburgers can only get you so far. We said when you do charitable actions, that allows your ticket to sit into their association, spiritual association. Without those good deeds they don't sit in the spiritual associations of the shaykhs. That got you the ticket to come into their association. Now that you're in the association, what we had in the Urdu words that they were reciting, Anjuman Atish-e-Gul, the Anjuman Atish-e-Gul, right? This association, this is why all these knots teach this. Your physical is one thing, but you listen to the advice and you go out and do charitable and good things, your soul now has access into their Anjuman, into their association of what? The fire, the Atish-e-Gul, the beautiful flame of this reality in the presence of Prophet. Then your life is about how to draw near to the shaykh so that you're always under the nazar of the shaykh with your good deeds, good actions, communicating and all that's required to build that relationship. So that's essential. But you'd be surprised how many people don't do anything like that. And that's whatever shaitan is telling them, there's a reason. Sometimes people don't want to communicate at all and they think, oh I just keep in respect. No, they don't communicate at all because they don't want any feedback on what they're doing. They want to do what they want to do by themselves. And to follow this way of taqleed and to follow somebody requires a feedback. Doesn't mean you listen, but put our lives on doing this, we take the feedback. Put the comments, put the nazar, do all of the things necessary to build that relationship with somebody requires a feedback. Doesn't mean you listen, but put our lives on doing this, we take the feedback. Put the comments, put the nazar, do all of the things necessary to build that relationship with the shaykh so that the nazar of the shaykh is upon that student and uplifting them with their nazar, not with the deeds of the student. Their deeds are to bring them to a certain level, but what lifts them is the nazar. That when the shaykh's content and happy with the actions of the student, their soul lift them like a rocket into the presence of where the shaykh is sitting, not into the presence where the student is trying to achieve. You can climb a mountain and every deed you do, it's like when you're climbing a mountain they have like a little peg, they put it in, they go up about 2 feet, you do another good deed, you put a peg, you put your rope, you keep, all your actions are taking you. But the nazar immediately, like the shaykh has already like an elevator, he'd take you up and shoot up to the top of where he's not climbing the mountain with you. He already went to the mountain, came down to catch people. He's not climbing a mountain with you and trying to figure out where to go. He reached a state of death before and he was asked by Allah that either you die in your seclusion and take your station or grant you a higher station if you come back to earth and deal with people. So guidance and isharat is that level, that they already did this process. Now they came back to bring droves of people back on their path. So the student is slowly climbing until they can reach to the nazar. If they reach to the nazar, in one instant the shaykh can shoot them all the way into that presence. Now they try to keep that presence with their good deeds, good character, good actions. If they fall under the prey and under the difficulties of shaitan, like when mountain climbing again, they fall. They'll fall and hopefully their deeds have been pegged into the mountain so that their fall is not so severe. They'll go down 20 feet, 50 feet. But then if they start to talk bad and have bad actions, shaitan is convincing them to now even cut their rope. So sometimes you watch a mountain climbing movie, when they fall and the weight of them is too many on this one peg, you see the person begin to cut their rope and they sacrifice themselves. So all of these are immense analogies in this path of moving up these mountains of realities, because the shaykhs are like mountains. So traversing that we do with our good deeds, trying to go up that mountain and up that reality. But to be under their nazar is then the secret of their launching them into that presence. And that's by building their relationship with the shaykh and their khidmat, their service. There are people whom are running everything. They did an entire milad in Pakistan. So the Jama there, the amount of himmah they have. Again in India and in all of the cities that we have our food programs, our events, all of the books that are being published, articles that are being published, these are by students whom they only operate by the khidmat, by service, so that they can be under the nazar of the shaykhs, and from their shaykh to shaykh all the way to Prophet witnessing every single event, every single book, every single article is witnessed, because it's all artillery against shaitan. Every book is a weapon that comes out to attack shaitans and attack ignorance. Every article that comes out is a weapon against shaitan. You don't think that's being fired from the presence of Prophet and he doesn't know on which front who's firing what? They're already in a battle with shaitan. You're just entering the battle from maqam al-ihsan, the fitna from the people of dunya. But the spiritual battle has already been battled, means they're continuously firing out knowledges to dispel the fire and the ignorance of shaitan. And everything that's been firing out is ever witnessed by Prophet and he knows from where, who's firing the most. That you should research on the internet yourself, who puts out the most articles, who puts out the most videos, who puts out the most of these books, these realities, all of these things. So if you look on a spiritual map you see this barrage of missiles being fired towards this shayateen and this shayateen empire. So yes, it's ever witnessed by Prophet. So this khidmat is immense, spreading light and hope and spreading knowledges of good character and the reality and the love of Prophet, because it's the key to people's salvation. So that don't lose your love for Sayyidina Muhammad inshaAllah.